Hello Gemini, this is your reading for January 2018 and Happy New Year to you, and I hope this finds you well. I have shuffled all of the cards. I did a number of different decks, so this is a bonus reading, so there's plenty of things to help you with other part of the reading, and it also helps back that. I've already shuffled all the cards and laid them out, and the cards that we'll be using on my extras is the Abundance Angels with the Law of Attraction, throwing cards around, and the Power of Love. And I love these, my Animal cards by Doreen Virtue. Enjoy that. And 3 Angel cards. Excuse my reach. I'm throwing cards around down here. And sorry about that. And like I said, we've already laid out the cards and we're ready to go. And with your overriding energy, we have the Emperor and the Sun. We'll start with the Emperor. With the Emperor, this is a great card to have because the Emperor has a lot of power, a lot of energy. So if this is you, Gemini, you're moving through with a lot of energy that is of a king, worthy of moving through lots of good energy, powerful thinking, good thinking, and decisive action. So very strong to start out with. Couldn't get any more positive. We had the Sun, so anything that's negative in here, this is going to soften that energy a great deal because the Sun is just a dawning of a new day, good things happening, just enjoyment of life. So very good to start off with, Gemini. Probably so far as I've looked at your cards, you have a lot of beautiful cards. Let's get with your messages. We have into your work sector is your career area, the Justice card and the 6 of Cups. So with the Justice card, if there's any legalities or anything going on in your work sector, you'll come out victorious. Know that there's a balance of keeping it right and wrong. So always use that justice, maybe in a Libra. That is something that is very strong in my chart. I always have to make sure and weigh out the good with the bad, but always operating in the right. This card also talks about someone that could displease you and unearth hidden insecurities and make you feel that your work is inferior or that your job is in jeopardy. So do pay attention to that. You don't want to have that feeling of going through things. Just know that that's a feeling, but pay attention to the person that may be causing you some problems. What can be unexpected through this is you might have a surprise or arrival of money or news or money that's coming sooner than anticipated. So within finances, something's coming to you, but watch out if there's somebody causing you a lot of grief. With the 6 of Cups, we have in your career sector, sometimes it's a great card and I like the positivity to this, but sometimes you won't have the feeling that you won't have the strength to keep plodding through with no relief or reward in sight. But a new job or an assignment will be presented that will give you spirits, a much needed and welcome boost. So be aware that you could be getting a different job and moving forward, or a different project that you may be working on. And your finances, you will do well financially and could make more money than you anticipated. So definitely in the work, career, and finances section, you're moving forward financially. Just watch how you feel around other people. As we move into messages, friends, and family category, we have the 6 of Wands, which is the yes card. If you've been waiting to get any kind of message, you're getting a yes on that. And your 10 of Cups is coming in full circle of being very happy about that. So it brings you together. There's a celebration, and it's a completion of whatever you have going on in your life right now, Gemini. That's an excellent one. So there's a victory card coming up with that 6 of Wands. So how exciting, whoever's passing this information on to you. It can't get any better than that in that energy. You have such a beautiful reading on this. As we move into your challenges, we have the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Cups. With the Ace of Wands, the message for your challenges, you need to be aware that, you could be worried about things that, a product or a project is not in demand, or that no one wants it. And so you will lack the determination to carry on or see it through to its completion. So if there's something that you've been trying to get out there launched, and you're not seeing that it's being received, you might have to rechange up the game a little bit. You feel like it's being unnoticed, the work that you've been working on, and you're feeling the lack of clientele, or customers or business in that sense. In the end, it's things, don't look back at the past or any of that stuff. Just keep moving forward, and don't allow this to block your productivity and what you're trying to get out there. You are on path. You just might have to go back to the drawing board on a project and see, what's going to work and what's not. You have the Queen of Cups, and again, this is centering on your work. So just watch out for, the success in your work, because results are inconclusive, or you're not aware of the whole situation or seeing the entire picture. It can also be a discordant home or business environment that could also be indicated. So there's a little bit of turmoil going in on the work, and there's some pressure on you, Gemini, to do some performing that you're kind of backing up against the wall a little bit. And don't let this get to you. There's always an idea around the corner. You're gonna have to take a breath, take a breather. Is usually, again, like I say, don't get in the box, around the box, off the box, in the box, standing on it, it's like you're overthinking it. Don't overthink it. It's usually right under your nose, whatever it is that you're trying to get through on your challenges, Gemini. For your relationship sector, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Cups reversed. With the Knight of Pentacles in your relationships, your romance sector, you could experience apprehension or, over schedules, because you'll feel like, wipe out your chances for a relationship, or you will intuitively sense that which is to come. So if you're dating, it's trying to find the right kinds of time. If somebody really wants to be there, they will. We always make time for what's important for us. So really make sure of that. Think about that. Really strong and hard. If this is something that's important to you, it should be just as important to them. So pay close attention to that, single Geminis. And for couples, or you're already coupled, you will be seriously considering a marriage or union and all of its ramifications. So this is a card that moves forward. So you Geminis may be thinking about, air signs, maybe thinking about popping the question here in this month. So be aware of that this could move forward, and that's kind of very exciting to see that. With the Five of Cups, also, if you come across situations that may not be working, and that person hasn't been making time, or you haven't been making time, do pay attention to it. There are two cups still standing, but that lady looking back, all she's focusing on are the three tipped over. Certain things that sometimes when we don't make the time for those things, if you are in a relationship, it could be an unhappy union and could be without love, and you don't want to stick around and contend with it. But don't have to be that drastic. It's just finding how you respond to each other, but if you feel obligated, don't let that happen. When it's reversed, I think and I feel that you're going to work on it, and You know, if you're single and you're hoping to meet somebody, you know, hoping to meet someone that's special, you may not get that wish quite yet. But the coupled peoples, to please work on what you have in front of you. You don't want to throw things away, in a sense that there's just no reason for that. But for other people coming into it, this is a balance of mixed match here, because you've got one leaving and one coming and one asking for marriage. So, boy, this could cover a lot of people in some of those senses. It just depends on if that relates to you, because both of these cards really counter each other, and I'm not too overly impressed with having that there with those energies, but just pay attention to that. If you are a coupled Gemini, there's assistance, probably counseling that may, definitely come to help with the relationship, for definitely a recovery of the relationship, for the health, and it improves through talking and working things out, and through time and effort. If you work on this, it's really backing that. Your outcome is the Three of Cups, and I do believe even in your career and in your love life, you end up coming to a celebration and coming to an end. If somebody's out there, one of the Geminis, thinking about getting married, there's definitely probably that yes, and there's that celebration coming with the marriage and all of that. How exciting. Congratulations if this is something that you're doing in January. So that is very exciting. And if people are in relationships and having difficulty, you are going to conquer this. But it's going to take both of you to work at it. It doesn't just happen. You both have to do this, and that if you want to do the work and both sides are in accord, it can happen. It takes both of you to do it. It took both of you to start it. It takes both of you to see it through. As we move through the reading, one of your messages is respect. And the message is, I can manifest love and respect when I love and respect myself. That's very true. Gemini, you have to really respect who you are as a person and how you treat others and how you want to be treated. Always make sure that you are emanating that towards anybody around you, be it work and in your personal relationships. Love yourself, because you can't love anybody else if you don't love who you are as a soul and what you give. Your next message is deservingness. You are a beloved child of God, like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that you will allow you to focus upon your divine and life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. Talk about that. You get out of your ego, and you know what you have to offer in your soul, and you know that you rock in your spirit. It's not about the ego, it's about what you can give of yourself to others, and it really always feels really good when we are able to give like that. So this card's really encouraging you to really understand that you were born and you have a purpose in this world to be, to share who you are. And there's definitely, a divine purpose in your career and in the people that we love. And, you got to recognize your lovable qualities. That's so true. We have to trust in God that everything will come together. And when you let go of it and just let it be and just kind of go with it, center on something else, and then it starts to roll out. Your next message is peacefulness. You recognize that balance, kindness, and love bring calmness to your soul. Again, that backs that again. So you're finding that, once you find the balances of all of the things in your life, and you're able to give, and the love just flows, and it's calming to the soul when it's received, and also when we're able to give that, and it feels very good. Your animal card and meaning is the cow, and the planning, resources, and efforts you've invested in your dream will reap great rewards. In the meantime, have patience and meditate on your next step. So, as we talked about with work, know your steps, your efforts, and everything. You just keep moving towards it. Don't have to go running at it full force. just tried and true, and you can do this. You know, with the cow, they definitely have a lot of resources that they give to us as humans, and they are gentle creatures, if not wild, but tamed, you know, and the patience meditate into, you know, your next step. So, you know, you're able to really think when you take that time to really calm through your life, what it is that you want, and you know, everything's coming together. You're definitely reaping what you benefit. Your angel card messages I have here. Your first one is the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, and being a team player. So within your job, you definitely are going to be recognized for doing what you need to do, and you definitely play on a team and you do well. In fact, I think you encompass that because we, as I am a Libra, as an air sign, we can verbally talk and get things going and get excitement going and keep the ball rolling with any kind of projects that we have. And definitely when we are a team, we get the numbers and we are able to move forward. That also can go for your relationships. We always do very well in our life as long as we are playing as a team player with our sweethearts. Your next message is being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, and giving to those less fortunate. Very true. So we don't have to be too tight with our money, just be responsible with your money. But you know, the quid pro quo, I get something, you get something. But sometimes, you know, it's nice to go out there and give out to the universe and give that, because you will receive, you know, back for what you gave out. And knowing that, you know, you are able to give somebody that is less fortunate and help people out, that would be in business or in, you know, help in the mind, however we can make them rich with education or whatever. When you share greatly, and you will benefit it down the road, because people never forget that person that really helped them. And it doesn't mean that it has to be through money. It definitely can be because they took the time to become their angel and be very helpful. And you never know, like when they put a prayer out, how much they need that help, and somebody's all of a sudden there. You can answer many prayers that way, but just allow that to flow. Your last message is traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, and seek out mentors, like-minded friends. So if there's a lot of issues going on within maybe a relationship, you may have to talk this out with friends and stuff. And even in the business part of it too, talk to other people that are mentors that are going to help you so that you see clearly. You have a lot of positivity in your relation, you know, in your reading as I'm looking at this, Gemini. And so, you know, just make sure that you find and align yourself with the right people that will help you so that you stay centered and that you can keep going on with accomplishments. The greatest part of the whole reading is that you have the power of a king to move through things. You have to remember that you created that, and that's your energy. And you also have the blessings of the sun, and the sun card can't get any more positive. And in the end result, there's a lot to celebrate for you on your outcome. So understand there's so much of blessings for you, Gemini. And this is a really nice reading, very beautiful, very lucky. May not feel like that. Change your energy if that's the way you feel. Get out of that moment. Don't overthink it too much, but you know, be willing to put in the work, and it will be paid off in the end. And if those are getting Geminis that are getting engaged, how exciting! Or they're thinking about solidifying their relationship, it's going to be beautiful. Work is going good. Really good reading, Gemini. Enjoyed doing this reading for you. I hope you had a wonderful holiday and enjoy your January. And I will see you back in February 2018. Thank you.